Well, I had a nice surprise when I went to my mailbox today. I was just going to mail out a package to somebody, and the lady comes up and she says, "You got another box of rocks." She'd come lugging it over and threw it up on the counter, and she says, "Man," she says, "you have the heaviest mail of anybody I know." So, look closely. You can see this is from the very famous Richard Whittle. And I very much appreciate this. I was looking forward to this. Look what this poor box went through. I mean, this is how it arrived. You know, it's been totally, you know, destroyed. There's some weight in there. So, needless to say, it got here. I don't think anything fell out of it. And I'm going to open this up and see what Richard sent. I've got a feeling it's some good quality Mozarkite, and I'm hoping I can do justice to it. So, I'll get back. Wow, I'm overwhelmed and blown away all at the same time, Richard. This is one of the coolest boxes I've ever received, and I'll make sure I make this right with you. But hey, to get one of these cool t-shirts is definitely something I've always wanted to get my hands on. But then, Richard calls these random finds. Well, in my book, these are finds of the year. Look at these beauties. Look at this little guy here. Super nice Dixon. And I think that's a Rice side notch. But check this Etley out. Wow. I'm going to learn a lot from these pieces. Hopefully I can return something like this out of your rock. But then check this adze out. This is a dandy. Wow, it's just amazing. And then the quality of this Mozarkite here is just outstanding. It's just so neat. And this pretty nicely worked biface here. It's on its way to be something pretty good. Really like to study the percussion scars on these. That's what I learned from. And nice big chunk. But you know, as the guy, as the telemarketer says, well, folks, that's not all. There's more. Well, check out this here. Couple very cool Missouri Conservationist magazines. I love these. We have a New York Conservationist, and I read them from cover to cover, and they're great. And I'll enjoy these immensely. Thanks a lot for those, Richard. I do love this sort of thing, but check out some more stuff. That's not all, folks. Look at this. This is that Blue Ridge cache of high-grade material, and I'm here to tell you, I've looked it over a little bit, and it is super high grade from what I can tell. Those early knappers really knew how to pick their rock, and of course they had the best pick because nobody else probably was competing too much with them. But look at this here. Fabulous biface tool. And this one, I think I remember seeing you find this one. This is awesome. Love it with the cortex on the one side, and the way it's worked. I'm studying these pieces, and I'm definitely going to try to make things the way they did this. It's just the coolest. I really can't thank you enough. This is a dandy here. A couple little chips came off in shipping, and I'm gonna glue those back on because that's a pretty good looking piece right here that they had going. Hard to say what they were gonna make it into, but I'll put those flakes back in this corner. But that's the only thing that got damaged. It was just a little ding right there. But this is beautiful stuff. It's heavy. Really high-grade material. You may not be able to tell because it's dirty, but I can see the places where flakes have come off, and there's some real quality here. So hopefully next time I turn this on, I'll have something made out of it and show you the quality of this material. This is fabulous. I can't wait to get my billet in my hand and start whacking away on a few of these. These are phenomenal, and again, I'll make it right with you, buddy. And appreciate you packing this whole big box of goodies up and sending them to me. So you'll be hearing from me, and in the meantime, I want to thank you for it all, and thank for everybody for watching, and just keep watching because there'll be more. Thanks. Well, here it is a few days later, and I've just about napped my way through most of that rock that Richard found at the Blue Ridge. I've still got a couple pieces that I have yet to chip, but I gotta say I absolutely love this rock. Only problem I found was in every awesome piece there was a lot of crunchy stuff like this right here. Sometimes there was holes, pockets, seams, but that's just normal with every type of flint and chert, you know, when you find it like that. And I'm sure the Indians that used it ran into the same problems I did. But for the most part, I'd say I absolutely love the way this stone works. This is one I was knapping here. It's got a ways to go. See, there's like a hole right here. And a lot of crusty things like that. But not to say it can't be knapped, because here's what I ended up making right here. This is the last piece I finished, and I really do love this point right here, the way it came out. It's a neat looking afton. And the first piece that I tried was this one here. I made this really thin, neat little Dalton. This is a great looking point. And I was real happy with that. Then the next piece was a little thicker, and I made this spike out of it. This a little heavier, but I just think the material is just so cool looking. Then I tried a little clovis here. You can see it's fluted both sides, and it's not bad, but I've made better clovises. This is a cool looking point. You can see the flute there and kind of see it there. Then I made this clunker. You can see there's a lot of boogers right in this area here, but you know, the point, it napped. It would have used it. They'd have been happy with it. I'm okay with it. I know I can do better. But then of course there was the ever famous broken one. I was doing pretty good getting this thing down, and there was a seam right here, and I kept seeing it, and I thought, is that a crack, or is that just a line in the rock? And no, it was a seam, another broken bottom. Actually, I made one of these other points from the other end of what broke off this. So, all in all, I absolutely loved playing around with this Mozarkite, and as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful material. Look at the designs in that. It's raw stone, and like any raw stone, it's a little tough, but it loves percussion, and I love hitting it, and I'd say it was a great experience. I had a good time. Thanks, Richard. So here's what I made out of it, and I'd say this was a successful experiment, and hope someday I can work a little more of this. It's been fun. So thanks again, Richard. And thanks to all you guys that watch and comment. There will definitely be more. Made a couple other points, but I'm not going to show them right now out of my rock. You'll end up seeing them sometime.